If you like what you see, subscribe, hit the notification bell and leave a like.
What's up guys, and welcome back to another video. Today is going to be all about high school, my advice for starting high school, things you should pay attention to, all in preparation for getting into the school that you want to. Okay, so advice point number 1, and this is going to be one that you've probably heard before. Make sure that you're taking hard classes that challenge you. That includes AP classes and honors classes and IB classes if you have them, because those are going to show just how invested, and honestly, it's what's going to show people that you're smart, even if it's not the conventional way. Point number 2. Join extracurriculars. Go out, join clubs, start your own club, take initiative within your community. One of the things that you're going to be asked to write essays on are the things that you've done for your school, the things that you've done on your own, the things you've done unprompted without being asked to because it was an assignment. Colleges want to see your initiative, and they want to see that you're able to blossom in whatever environment that you're put into. So by joining clubs and extracurriculars and going on mission trips, doing lots of volunteering, will show that you're a well-rounded person, not just academically sided. Even though academics are important, colleges aren't just going to be looking at your academics. They're going to be looking at you as an entire person and a holistic approach, something that's really come about since COVID and since test scores became optional at a lot of places. It's an entire look at your person, not just your scores. Now, in terms of classes, my biggest piece of advice is going to be make sure that you know that the classes that you're taking are the credits that you're going to need once you hit college. What I mean by that is that you need to make sure you have some foreign language experience, as a lot of schools are going to require you to take a foreign language, and if you've already taken it, say, from freshman year to senior year, you can most likely exempt out of it by taking a language test. The other advice I'd have to say is with your AP classes, make sure you're working and paying attention for them, because if you're able to opt out of college classes and get credit, which is something that you get with AP classes, you'll be able to start doing the things that you really want to study and look into before everyone else, because you've already taken the required credits that the colleges are looking for. Now, a lot of people try and figure out what years are the most important whenever you're in high school. I'm going to say that it's probably your sophomore and your junior year. Freshman year, that's the year you're just starting high school, and while it's looked at, it's not so heavily weighed upon. Sophomore and junior year are your most important years, which is why sophomore and junior year are the years you want to be taking, your AP classes, showing that each year you're able to increase your level of productivity. So freshman year, let's say you take 2 honors classes. Sophomore year, you should take 2 honors classes and an AP. Junior year, you should take 3 AP classes and maybe an honors. And then senior year, schools aren't going to have all of your senior year grades when they're making the decision on whether or not to accept you. So while it's important to show you're still increasing your knowledge and you're still working hard, it's not as important as your second and third year grades. This next piece of advice is something that I learned on my own, and that's that whenever you're doing things that aren't normal, things that a student wouldn't usually do, colleges are going to see that like above and beyond anything else on your resume. So some of examples of that is doing an internship. A lot of people don't do internships before they start college, which is why having an internship on your resume whenever you're applying to college is just mind-blowing. Also, working a part-time job, even if it's just once a week, is also going to show that you're a more well-rounded student. And once again, like I mentioned earlier, being a well-rounded student is really what colleges are looking for nowadays, not just someone who's academically inclined, someone who would contribute to the community of that college in a way that other students just wouldn't. Now, I'm sure you've heard before that high school is the best time of your life. I'm going to tell you right now, that's probably not true. But high school is a much more freeing point in your life than any other time, I would say, because you don't have responsibilities beyond school. You're still living at home. You still have all of this freedom without having to worry about adult responsibilities for the most part. So enjoy your high school experience. Don't just think of it as a stepping stone to get to where you want to be, which is a mistake that I made. Enjoy going out with friends and doing stuff on the weekends. And you know what? If you need to turn in an assignment late or miss a day of school to enjoy your life, do it. Just don't jeopardize your future to have fun. Now, just to talk about my high school experience for a little bit, I started off high school very sick, so I wasn't able to basically take my own advice that I'm giving now, which probably hurt me in the long run. I didn't take any complicated courses my freshman year, and I took very little my sophomore year, which was not the best decision. But I didn't really have a choice because of my situation. The rest of my high school years were muddled by worrying about my self-image instead of focusing on loving myself, which is not really an academically related thing, but you definitely want to work on finding who you are, finding hobbies that you like, and taking part in activities that make you happy. Because this is the time to grow your person, to grow who you are, and to decide the type of person that you want to be. And one thing to keep in mind is don't be afraid to ask for help. I was so convinced that I needed to know how to do everything the moment that I started doing it that I just wouldn't ask for help from anybody. And that is not a good way to go about high school, because high school is a time for you to be learning and to be absorbing all of this knowledge into your head. And sometimes you need to ask for help, and that should be okay. And I think that pretty much sums up the advice that I would give for incoming freshmen, sophomores, juniors, whoever you are watching this video. If you have any questions, please leave it in the comments down below, and I will make sure to get back to you. Thank you so much. This is Havana, signing off.